Morning guys, thanks for joining me. I'm off to Bournemouth this morning to go and see my parents just for one night. It's a beautiful sunny morning for driving, but I thought I'd take this opportunity to multitask a little bit and do some car chat. Now obviously I am driving, so I'm not going to be looking at the camera very much because, you know, safety first and all that sort of thing. So apologies for the lack of eye contact throughout this video. In fact, I'm going to put my sunglasses on so there wouldn't be any eye contact anyway, so you won't know if I'm looking at the camera at all. But yeah, just wanted to say that first. Now, it's a bit of an eBay chat today for a change. Don't do these very often, but as you would have seen from the title, it's a little bit of a challenge that I'm setting myself for June, and I thought it would be fun to open it up to any other resellers who want to get involved. So, a bit of backstory to start with. At the height of my number of listings on eBay, which was probably around 2 years ago, I would say, I was somewhere just over 1,400 listings. I now have, I checked this before I left home, 975 listings. The height of it was when I had my massive BHS haul, and I built my listings right up to 1,400. It seemed quite easy at the time to get to that number, and a lot of them were multiple listings because of the nature of the stock that I was listing. So I had a lot more than one of many things. So I hovered around that number for quite a long time, and gradually it's lowered. Now, I've been crunching a lot of numbers the last few days, and I'm pleased to say that my monthly turnover has not lowered in that time. It's lowered marginally. In fact, currently I'm 6% up on the period of the year so far on last year. All this information comes from your PayPal reports, by the way. Quite useful to know. You can get graphs that show you how you're doing against last year, and last year against the year before, and all that good stuff, and month on month, and last 90 days, and lots of really useful information. I'm certainly no accountant or mathematician, but it's quite easy it's presented in quite a user-friendly way. So yeah, I've been looking at these numbers, and yeah, I'm pleased to say that basically what I've taken away from this information is that the quality of my stock has improved. So I'm making the same money from fewer listings, which is effectively less work, isn't it? Which is great. We all want to work smarter and not harder. But I would still like to grow my income a little bit. I would like to be hovering just below VAT, which is a little bit for the VAT threshold is £84,000, I think it is now, turnover. And I would like to be hovering around 75,000 turnover a year, and I'm a bit under that. So I feel like I would like to increase my listings. Also, I feel like eBay is very up and down. I feel more so it's more peaks and troughs than it used to be a few years ago, I would say. So yeah, it feels like I'd like to increase the number of listings I've got. I recently had an opportunity to purchase a huge amount, an overwhelming amount of branded clothing. I'm not going to say which brand, but low value, high street type brand, sort of not peacocks, but along that sort of level. And it was just too many multiples of the same thing for me, and too slow moving, and I didn't really want to go back to selling stuff at $3.99, $4.99, $5.99 plus postage. It's just a lot of work getting it out, isn't it? So although I could have bought it at a very good price, I decided that that one wasn't for me. So really I'm looking at the one-offs like I buy now. I think I've got better at charity shopping. I know the good charity shops. I go in and I buy huge amounts from single charity shops, which cuts down on the time it takes to source, which is good. So I feel like that's pretty good. But I do want to get more listed, and listing is where I'm quite lazy. So I thought I would set myself this challenge to list more than I sell in the month of June. Now what I want to do is, I'd like to be back, I think, around, I'd like to get to 1,500 listings. That is where I'd like to be. I'm not going to do that in June, obviously, but that's sort of the long-term goal. I think by the end of this year, I'd like to be up around the 1,500 listings mark, which is half as much again as I've currently got listed effectively, isn't it? So my aim is to be on 1,100 listings, live listings, by the time I go on holiday, which is on the 5th of July. So if I get to 1,000 live, which is only a 25 increase on where I am at this moment in time, by the end of the end of May, then I need to get another 100 up effectively in June, or increase by another 100. I feel June isn't always the best month, so it should be easier to build in June than it is in November or January, for example. So that's another good thing. So I'm going to do a list more than I sell in June challenge. That's going to be my hashtag, list more than I sell June. And to get to 100 more, roughly, I need to be listing 3 averagely, if I go all the way to the 5th of July, 3 more than items than I sell each day. I mean, obviously, just to be clear, it's not all just about the number of things you have listed. I've also missed out something that I wanted to say earlier, so I'm going to go back to that now. No, I'm just going to finish the previous thought. It's not just about the number of items you have listed. Anyone can list loads of it. It's about quality, isn't it, as well? Quality of stock. And I think wanting to have better quality stock is something that we all strive to do, is it not? I said that twice in this video, isn't it? Let's just go with isn't it. That's perfectly normal, really. So yeah, now I've forgotten the other point that I was going to make. Oh yeah, the other point that I was going to make earlier was that the other reason my listing numbers have reduced is that in the last sort of 6 to 8 months I have been quite brutal about getting rid of dead stock that's not selling. I used to be the sort of everything sells eventually type, and I do believe that everything does sell eventually. Pretty much 98% of stuff does sell eventually, but I just wanted to get rid of a lot of the old dross, so I've been bundling stuff and I've been auctioning stuff and I've been pulling stuff off and sending it to the charity shop, and so that has reduced my number of listings significantly as well. But I think that's a good thing in terms of keeping stock fresh and recognising stuff that isn't really going to bring me much return. Do I really want to waste my time auctioning something and getting $1.99 for it plus postage? Probably not, in all honesty. It's all just a pain in the arse. You know, you've got to print a sticker, it's costing you a label and sticker and mailing bag and all that stuff, and you know, it's probably better just to chuck it and move on. So yes, I've been doing that a lot. Right, lost my thread now, so no notes. I can't keep to my point, can I? So yeah, I'm going to do this list. Thinking if I list 3 more items than I sell every day in June, every single day this is, not just Monday to Friday, though I don't have to list them on the actual days, you know. 3 more items than I sell each day, that should bring me pretty much up to 100 more listings than I have at the beginning of June by the end of June. So that is my plan. That's what I'm aiming for. So would anybody else like to join in? Is anybody else looking to increase their listings? I'm thinking that I will do a daily report on Instagram stories with the hashtag, and yes, that my Instagram is linked below if you're not following me on Instagram already. So that's sort of my plan. That's what I want to do. That's my challenge. I'm also going to set myself a health challenge for June because I've been very lax with that recently. But more of that nearer the beginning of June. So yes, that is my plan for increasing my listings in June. Let me know in the comments if you want to join in, or just join in on Instagram ad hoc or whatever. But I just wanted to share that with you and have a little chat with you about numbers. And now I'm going to turn off the camera and put some music on and get on my drive to Bournemouth. So thanks very much for watching. I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye bye.